Hello Seahorses, it is Friday the 5th of February 2021. Now, I know that yesterday's maths was rather difficult for quite a few of us, but please don't worry and don't be disheartened, because today we are going to solve all those problems by the end of the lesson, okay? So let's have a little look. Here is our vocabulary. As you can see, we've got pattern seeking in there now, because one thing we can do very well is look for patterns. So yesterday we did find the learning a little bit tricky, but that's okay, because sometimes we just need to look at challenges in a different way so that we can understand them, okay? So let's look at the skills that we have got before we start. So straight away, we've all got times table knowledge: 2s, 3s, 5s, 4s, 8s and 10s. I know that some of us are still not quite 100% on our 4s and 8s, but that's absolutely fine, don't worry. We are all brilliant at recognising inverse and commutative relationships. For example, 8 times 5 is exactly the same as 5 times 8, okay? And we also know that if I count in my 3s till I get to 18, the amount of times I count would complete my multiplication sentence. For example, 3 times 6 equals 18 because I've counted in my 3s 6 times. So these are all skills that I know we are perfectly okay with using and we are fine with. So let's look at one of our problems similar to those from yesterday. So here is our grid, here is our problem. So we've got some numbers missing, and as you can see, I put the 0 in there just to remind you that this 4 is actually worth 40 and not 4. So what information do we actually know? What information do we actually know? Well, let's have a look. We know that 4 times 40, as it actually is, equals 80, because we know that 4 times 2 equals 8, and then we've just added our space saver on, haven't we? So I can put that in there now, can't I? There it is. Lovely. Okay. 2 times something equals 12, and I've put here in brackets counting your 2's till you get to 12. So let's do it together. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I've counted in my 2's 6 times, which means my answer here must be 6. Absolutely, my answer is 6. So I can then put 6 in there to show that that's the amount of times I've counted. So let's have a look. 2 times 6 equals 12. We already know that. So where's my 2? It's disappeared. Never mind. I can put it in now. There we go. So something add 12 equals something. Well, let's look. Something, we now know our something, don't we? There it is. It is 88, 0. Okay. Turn it black so you know that that's what we've just done. Oh dear. My colour doesn't want to behave tonight. Never mind. Let's do it one at a time. That's absolutely fine. There we go. So 80 add 12 equals what? Well, we know that 80 add 12, if we use our mental maths, equals 92, doesn't it? Okay, so let's carry on. So 2 times 40, well, that's what we found out, isn't it? It's 46. 2 times 46 equals 92, doesn't it? Okay, let's float that over to where it should be. There you go. So can you see how you've used the information you actually know about the multiplication grid problem to help you solve it? Okay, right then, let's move on and let's have it over to another one. So what information do we know here? Well, 3 times 2, which is actually 3 times 20, equals 60, doesn't it? Okay, so we know that, don't we? 3 times something equals 15, and I've put here counting your 3's till you get to 15, so let's do it. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and the answer there is 5. So we know that now, so we better put that information in. We know that that's 60, and we now know that that is 5, don't we? There we go. So something add 15 equals something. Well, we know that's now going to be 60, don't we? 60 add 15 equals 75. There we go. And we can finish it off by saying that we know that 3 times 25, oh, wrong colour again, but never mind, equals 75. There we go. So there we go. This is all information that we've worked out together. So we've built all this based on what we've learned from the grid, okay? So the grid has given us some information. So let's do one more together. So 5 times 1, which is actually 5 times 10, as we know, equals 50, doesn't it? There we go. It equals 50. So there we go. And then 5 times something. Oh, my line slipped all the way down there for some reason. I'm not sure why. Nor am I quite sure why that's there. So let's get rid of that. Ah, I know why. There we go. That should be there, shouldn't it? There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so 5 times something equals 25. Let's count in our 5 till we get to 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I've counted 5 times. I'm sure you have too. That does not want to go where it should go. There we go. There we go. Okay. So that goes in there, doesn't it? Right. So we can put all this information in here now, can't we? Because we know that that now equals 50. And we know that that now equals 5. There we go. Okay. Can you see how we're following our logical path here? So we know all this information now. So we know that 50 add 25 equals, bit of mental maths there, we know it equals 75, don't we? And we know therefore that 5 times 15, 5 times 15 therefore equals 75. So my darlings, can you see we've followed a logical path there? We have taken each step gradually, okay? So this is your challenge now. Please, 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 if you need to, stop the video, take it back, watch the 3 modelled examples again. That's absolutely fine. But if you're ready to, let's look at our guided one together. Okay, so 1 step at a time. 2 times 3, which is actually 2 times 30, if you look, equals 60, doesn't it? Because 2 times 3 is 6. And then we don't forget that we're actually in tens column, so that becomes 60. So let's put that in there as well. 2 times something equals 18. Well, let's count in our 2's till we get to 18. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I've counted 9 times. I'm sure you have too. So that goes in there. So we now know that this one here is going to be 9. Therefore, we need to say that, well, 60 add 18 is 78. Well done for your mental maths at home. Therefore, 2 times 30, 9 equals 78. Okay, so there you go. Right. What I'd like you to now do is have a go at these ones at home. It is following the exact same rules, as you can see, to build up. And then by the time you get to the last one, I'd like you to have a go at that one on your own by writing your own number sentences. If you get on with that fine and you've got no problems and there's still time left in your maths lesson, by all means, please then move on to these ones. There is no sentence prompts now. You need to create the sentences yourselves. But if you follow the model that we've used through our maths lesson, I'm sure you will be absolutely fine. Okay. Well done, Seahorses. I know that this has been a bit of a tricky maths lesson following on from yesterday, but I'm sure if you've tried your best, you will have done okay. Right. I really look forward to seeing this work. Please make sure you upload it for me, and I will speak to you all soon. Okay then, bye bye.